Micah, thank you so much. If retirement is knocking at your door, you should probably start thinking about how you're going to draw from all of those all-important retirement accounts that you've been contributing towards all those years. Well, here to give us the scoop are two of Southern Nevada's premier retirement professionals, Abe Ashton and Nick Strobelt. They're from Ashton Strobelt, and they're fondly referred to as Nevada's retirement brothers. Gentlemen, it's great having you back.
Thank you.
Happy to be here,
You
as
especially.
always.
He's been holding the mantle.
Well, somebody's got to do the hard work.
I did pretty good, I thought, over the last few
You
weeks.
did a heck of a job, man. So for all these years, we've been
So his
trained.
3 Facebook followers are saying.
Horrible.
The ribbings have begun.
Apologize.
All right, so for all these years, we've been trained to think, save,
Yeah.
and maybe save a little more
Yeah.
after all that. When the savings over and then it's time to spend, how do you do that?
Well, it's a surprise because so often you hear about saving for retirement. You put all this thought and energy into accumulating this acquisition phase of life until you get to retirement.
Don't look at it.
Yeah,
keep putting
just
it
keep
in.
it. And then what happens is you really train people to forget about how to plan for the distribution phase. We don't believe as much in retirement income, or we believe more in retirement spending plans than retirement savings plans, because once people retire, it's time to start having that money work for you and actually give you money to spend to go on cruises and things like that.
That's why you're saving.
Yeah, that's the whole point. But you don't ever think about that as much as you do just trying to make sure you have enough money. That's what every commercial is telling you. Will you have enough? Did you save enough? And so that transition to flip the switch all of a sudden, hey, I'm retired, now I can start spending, that's much more easily said than done.
Yeah.
Unless you're my parents. They say, I don't need an IRA, I've got an IRA. So we'll just have Abe pay
You're
for
their
our
retirement
retirement. Yeah, so I'm their IRA, and they'll say, Abe, just shell us out some money. But aside from that, you do need a retirement spending plan, and we like to show people how to actually make sure that happens without worrying about running out of money, without worrying about how health care or something could steal their life savings from them.
Because the strategy is completely different when you're saving money and when you're spending money in retirement. There's a different strategy in place because you're living longer than you've ever lived before compared to previous generations, and so it takes a different strategy and a different specialist.
A dumb question, but when you're withdrawing, the money that does stay in the account, does that continue to accumulate? Does that continue to gain interest?
That's the idea, right? That's the idea. So a common number Sean uses is 4%.
Okay.
People talk about, hey, if you can just live off of 4% interest on your money, and that way if your remaining savings is only earning 4%, you're never dipping into your nest egg. You're never dipping into your principal. So if you've got $1 million saved, you can have $40,000 a year of income, and you've never touched the million because you're earning 4%.
Yeah.
The problem is that $1 million is in a volatile type of investment or strategy where you lose 30%, and in a single year you still take out your $40,000, but your balance has gone down by $340. The 40 you withdrew for income, the 300 you lost because of a risky financial strategy. Now all of a sudden you have $700,000, and 4% on $700,000 is now $28,000 of income. Did you just take the dip there with your entire income strategy, which is why Nick and I are always recommending a much more conservative plan once we transition.
From stocks to bonds.
You've got to be something, much safer.
Yeah.
The problem is right now the bonds are so low. The 10-year just hit what, 1.5 this week?
So that's
Yeah.
It's awful.
But you're on the right idea of shifting to more conservative strategy, and there's other options outside of bonds that are just as conservative that can protect and also provide lifetime income for you. And so those are many options people aren't aware of when they think about retirement.
Well, how about taxes when it comes to withdrawing? Well, how does that play a role in determining which accounts?
Taxes are always important, but especially for two reasons. Not just what you're going to get taxed on your income or your interest that you're earning from your investments or rental property income, but also how are taxes going to affect your Social Security. So that's part of a consultation that we sit down and do with folks is when they come in, we sit down and say, okay, what sources will your income come from? Is it Social Security plus IRA and 401k distributions plus a pension plus some rental property income? And how do all those things affect you tax-wise? Oh, and by the way, does it bring your Social Security in to make that taxable as well because you're over the $32,000 and $44,000 limit thresholds that the government has set for taxable Social Security income?
Wow.
$32,000, $44,000. $32,000 of income means the government says you're too wealthy to have tax-free Social Security income. It's basically the poverty level.
Yeah.
And so that's something people aren't talking about very often, that we like people to come in so we can show them how to maximize their income and reduce taxes.
There's a thing called required minimum distributions as well.
Every year, if you're over the age of 70 and a half.
You have to take X amount of money.
You've got to take out a RMD, a required minimum distribution, which means the government says, hey, Sean, we've waited long enough. We gave you tax deferral on your 401k for all these years. Now you got to start pulling it out because we want to tax you on it.
Of course.
We've got to get ours.
Funny how that works.
You got to pay your fair share.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Well, yeah, it's fun, isn't it? You're offering a comprehensive retirement plan for those who reach out.
Yeah, and this is a $500 value that we're doing just for the Morning Blend viewers, so we want them to call in. People mostly come in because they want to see our socks, but we also do we also do a great job at creating stellar financial plans specifically for those who are close to retirement or already in retirement. You know, if they're within 5 years, those are really the people we can help the very most because that's our specialty.
Awesome. That's for the first 10 callers, and also if we have any questions, we can email you as well.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Gentlemen, it's great having you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you so much. If you want more information about the brothers, by the way, there's the email address if you're wondering. If you're watching right now, you still have questions about your best strategy when it comes to withdrawing from your retirement accounts, give Nick and Abe a call for a comprehensive retirement plan. First 10 callers are going to get that. And it's valued at $500. You're getting it. You're welcome. For more information on Ashton Strobelt, you can visit their website. It's ashtonstrobelt.com. They also have their very own radio show that airs on 3 different stations. They're the Ryan Seacrests of Vegas. And meet Courage. He's in need of